Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is open the computer. Okay, let's see. We'll take off the cover of the machine here. You can see inside we have the cards right here, and here we have the two older cards, both Jcat, if you look there. And you can see that first thing you have to do is pop out new expansion slots. I've been using this PC for a while, and I've put in a lot of different cards and knocked out a lot of the slot ports, so I have tape in here just to keep some dust out, but it's pretty simple. Get this here. First we have the USB card, so we will just replace the older one. Just pull that right out. That comes out pretty easily. Just slide the new one in. And you'll hear that click in when that goes. And I think that's in. Now, what I'm going to do when I'm finished here is just make sure, I think they're missing now, but I'm going to take a couple of screws and just make sure these are screwed in. These are screwed in pretty well. You can see there's little screws that should be there. I'm going to find a couple extra screws, but the USB card is in, and I'll just pull out the Ethernet card. This is the old one, Jcat Net XE, the new card, and again that just pops right in there. Both cards are now in. They feel very secure. Like I said, it closes up like that, but I'm gonna first find a couple of screws to put in there just to make sure it damps down on the resonances. That's really it as far as putting the cards in. I'm going to find the screws, put those in, and give it a listen. I auditioned these two cards with and without an external power supply. Power supplies are key in digital audio, obviously in analog audio also, but certainly for digital audio. Jcat makes 3 power supplies, external power supplies. One is called the Initio 3, which is €850. One is the Optimo 3.1, which is €1,725, and one is the Optimo S ATX, which is €5,500. You should check those out on their website. They're very cool power supplies, very high quality. I didn't have any of those power supplies on hand, so I pressed into action something that I picked up from Atmos Audio called the Topping P50. I think I paid about $130 for it. Atmos is a great place to shop for things like that. They're very big into headphone gear, into headphones and DACs or amplifiers that require external power supplies. I figured this would be a good one. It's very high quality for its price, and it has 2 leads, 2 outputs. It's 5 volts, which is what these cards require, and it's a barrel connector on one side, which is perfect for the cards, and then on the other side it has a USB adapter. So they give you 1 lead with the power supply, and it's very, very short, almost useless. So I went onto eBay and I picked up some USB to barrel connector power cables, and it was like $9, and they're longer and they work really great. It's not as high quality as the one that you're going to get if you go to Jcat, but you'll see it's built very well for the money. Really pretty amazing, as a lot of the Topping stuff is. And I'll speak more about how the power supply comes into play when I give my performance comments. As I noted before, I tried the cards with and without the external power supply, replacing the old Femto, they were called Femto cards, I believe, by Jcat, that I had in my desktop computer. There was a definite improvement in the sound quality. Everything was... I also want to say I auditioned these cards together. As you saw, I put both cards into the computer at one time. Doing them separately is a little bit beyond. It would make this video a little bit too long. But I put both cards in, and I tried them without the external power supply, and it was a decided improvement. Everything was better. There was a lot more focus. There was more detail. Things were quieter. Everything had less distortion to it. It was a very, very nice upgrade for a PC-based computer. Or, if you, like I indicated, if you want to turn your desktop computer into a high-end audio server, these are two very good steps. Really, again, everything was just much more focused and low distortion. It was very easy to hear. But it was really when I connected the topping power supply that things really ratcheted up. No matter what I heard, there was just a huge improvement. I was listening, for example, to the Box Goldberg variations, and the harpsichord was just much more, precise and clean sounding and beautiful sounding. Same thing when I heard that work on piano, really much more elegant. When I was listening to Neil Young, I think I was listening to Sugar Mountain, and it was a live recording. And even in the live recording, I could hear how much less noise there was in the recording. Even with the sound of the crowd in the background, you could tell that there was a lot less noise. Also, when I was listening to a variety of percussion tunes and songs, everything had much better attack. So certainly use it with a good, even inexpensive power supply if you really want to ratchet up. Check out some of the higher end offerings that Jcat offers. So all in all, this was a really great experience. My addition with the cards were fantastic. They greatly bettered the old Femto cards and really, took my headphone system up to my desktop system up to a new level. Again, it doesn't have to be in a desktop system. It could be in a high-end system. These cards would work very well on a high-end system, and they're priced for a more expensive system. So again, I'll put the links to Apple's Audio and to Jcat down in the comments section. If you have a chance to experiment with these cards, or you find a very good linear power supply that works with them, or you get a chance to try the Jcat power supplies, please let me know in the comments. And again, if you like what you're hearing in our videos and what you're seeing, please hit the subscribe button, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.